Dear content creators and social media managers, you need to stop obsessing over these Instagram metrics. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Uchechi and I'm a content creator and digital marketing consultant. As you heard at the beginning of the video and as you have seen on the thumbnail of this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 Instagram metrics that you need to stop obsessing over. Now, obsessing over these metrics is not healthy, and I find that it has the ability to limit or frustrate our social media efforts, right? So I'm going to share this and hopefully drag you out of that hole so that you have a better relationship with your social media platform instead of always complaining and feeling down and frustrated. Now, the first metric I'm going to share are your followers. Now, I know this is a shiny metric. It's just plastered on your page. It's the first thing you see when you go on Instagram, and it can be worrying, right? So we've attached a lot of value to the number of followers that we have. So for instance, when you want to work with brands will typically want to work with people that have a certain number of followers. In fact, I remember when I officially wanted to start working with brands and I reached out to someone to just have a conversation, and he said you need to grow your following first. So it's not a new thing, right? Something that has been going on Instagram for such a long time, and so we've attached so much value to the number of followers that we have. Now that's fine because we want to grow our audience, we want to grow our community, we want to grow your followers and have a larger base to sell to if you want to sell your digital product, or so that you can market your following to brands if you want to work with brands and all of that stuff. That's totally fine. The bad part of it is where you now attach your value or your self-worth to the number of followers that you have. So for instance, that conversation that I had with someone on working with brands that told me to grow my following first could have limited me and made me feel like, you know what, yeah, this person is right, let me just chill and grow my followers first. But I have decided that regardless, I'm going to go ahead and reach out to brands and try to work with brands and also grow my following by the side. Now, another angle to it, last year the pandemic gave birth to a lot of course creators and content creators, myself inclusive, right? And a lot of people were launching digital products. Now, some people refused to or didn't feel comfortable doing so because they didn't have a certain number of followers and thought that they couldn't sell or they couldn't launch products without getting a certain number of followers. So that you need to stop that. Another bad part of obsessing over your followers is that when you now start to lose followers, right, you start to panic, right? Because you are so invested in getting that shiny number on your profile. And so when the number starts to drop, you're in panic mode and you're running helter-skelter. That's what obsessing over your followers does. Now, you need to understand that people unfollow accounts for a bunch of reasons. It's Instagram, it happens, right? So some instances, first, one, people can unfollow you because they're tired. They've grown tired of your content, right? They've just grown tired. Maybe they've gone above or beyond that phase in their life and they need something else. And they're like, you know, I don't want this person to occupy space on my page, and so I'm going to unfollow. Some people also unfollow just maybe they followed you and expected you to follow back. I haven't followed back, so it's like, oh, give me my follow back, and they're unfollowing. Some other people unfollow maybe because you've posted something that they did not like or they did not agree to, even when that thing it's not bad, it's just them, it's just their personal opinion and the way they feel. And so because they are offended at that time, they hit the unfollow button. Sometimes people are just deleting their Instagram accounts, right? And sometimes it's just out of nowhere. In fact, this one, when I posted my engagement, I posted it on a Saturday. Between that Saturday and the next day, Sunday, I lost a total of 37 followers. Now, I typically do not notice all of these things, so following and unfollowing, except there is a spike, right? Maybe, and I'm trying to find out what happened that caused that spike. So I noticed that the number dropped significantly, and I was like, okay, what's happening? And I was like, oh, I posted this. So I decided to wait for some days to see the insights, to see how many people I lost. It was just because I noticed that drop, and not because I'm monitoring it all the time. Now, even when I noticed that drop, when I saw how many people I lost, I wasn't phased because I also saw that I gained followers in that period, right? So I lost 37 and I gained 34. So I mean, there's sort of a balance. So if you're not on a steady decline, then you're fine. It's just what happens on the streets of Instagram, right? But when you're on a steady decline, then you need to be worried and you need to look at your account to find out what's happening and why you are not growing. Now, the second thing you need to stop obsessing over are your likes, guys. Now, I know that this is instant gratification, right? It instantly tells you when people like your content and when people resonate with your content and all of that stuff. So yes, you want to see it. In fact, it happens to me. So on an average, I get 200 to 300 likes per post, right? So sometimes when I put up a post and I'm not getting up to 100 likes, I'm like, why is this happening? And that's because I'm human, but I'm also able to go past that immediately. Now, there are several ways you can handle that, right? So some people archive the posts that do not perform well. Some people delete the posts that do not perform well. But for me, I just leave those posts on the page because it's normal. It's normal. Not everyone would have a straight, but how do I even describe it? Not everyone would experience, a steady either increase or a flat line of likes per post, right? For some people, it's up and down, and it just depends on a lot of things that sometimes, again, are beyond your control. Sometimes people are seeing your post, right, and they just do not feel like hitting the like button, right? Depending on the kind of people that you have following you. And this, again, ties to why you shouldn't obsess over your followers, right? Because if you're just all about the numbers, right? You want to have 10K followers, you want to have 20K followers, you want to have 500K followers, you want to have 1 million followers, and you do not care about the quality of the followers that you have, it will affect other metrics on your page, right? So if you have a lot of spam accounts and bots and very inactive followers, and you're not bothered, you just want to see the high numbers, then of course you'll have a low number of likes, right? Especially if you're not trying to get more visibility by using hashtags and engaging with your audience and all of that stuff. So similar to what I said about followers, it's fine. If it's an up and down movement with your likes per post, then that's totally normal. But if you're now experiencing a steady decline, or maybe you used to have, for instance, so maybe I used to have like 200 to 300 likes per post, and all of a sudden I'm getting less than 100 across all posts, like it's just a steady decline, then there's a problem. I need to get worried and investigate and find out what is happening to my post or to my page. Now, the third thing to stop obsessing over is the Instagram algorithm. Now, this is not a metric on its own, it's the entire Instagram thing, but you need to stop obsessing over the Instagram algorithm if you are. Now, I see a lot of conspiracy theories on the Instagram algorithm. Sometimes I think some of these posts are just recycled, and I'm just like, now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I just have this Zen attitude to my Instagram page, right? So when I see some of these posts, I'm just like, yeah, here we go again, and I scroll through. So maybe that's why I'm able to make this video, right? So maybe that's why I'm able to say the things that I'm saying. But please, the Instagram algorithm is not your enemy. Now, there's a standard way that the Instagram algorithm works, right? So if you want people to see your posts, you need to post at the right time. So you need to study your audience, know when they are most likely to be on Instagram or on the platform. You need to use the platform regularly. So whether that's feed posts or Insta story or Reels, you need to engage with your audience and a lot of other things, right? I'll probably do an entire video on the Instagram algorithm, but they're just standard things, or there's just a standard way that Instagram algorithm works. So once you understand that, then you will not be faced by all of these conspiracy theories that come up concerning the Instagram algorithm. So as long as you're not doing anything shady with your account, so you're not using funny apps on the platform or on the app, and you're abiding by the rules, then you're fine, honey. Okay. Now, there are a lot of other things that can affect visibility on your post, right? So this is why coaches will tell you to do this and do that, engage with this, use hashtags, engage with new accounts, comment on people's posts, like people's posts, watch people's Insta story. There's a reason behind all of that advice, and it's simply, again, the way the Instagram algorithm works, right? So the Instagram algorithm is purely mathematics and logic, and I'll explain. So my name is Uche, right? I have an Instagram account, and let's say I have a follower called Laura. Laura is my second name, right? Now Laura is following me and following 1,000 other people, right? And all 1,000 people are active and posting on the platform. If I am playing on a regular field, right? So I'm posting maybe once a day, and even that once a day is probably like once a week or twice a week. Even though I post when my insights tell me that my audience is online, so even if I post at 7 p.m. because my insight says Laura and all of my other followers are going to be online around 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and I post around that time, if her other 1,000 followers or if her other 999 followers are doing the same thing that I'm doing, it's not possible that she would see all 1,000, or it's not possible that she'll see posts from all 1,000 followers. The only way she'll be able to see everyone's post is if Laura is scrolling on Instagram 24/7. She doesn't have any job, she's not doing anything, she's just on her phone scrolling. So I mean, eventually she will get to those older posts that she didn't see initially. So this is why coaches and teachers and content creators will tell you to engage with people, because it's part of the way the Instagram algorithm works. It works based on relationship, right? So if I want Laura to see my post when she comes on Instagram, what I'll do is I'll make sure I'm engaging with her page, right? So I'm either liking her post or leaving comments on her post or engaging with her Insta story. And maybe she's doing same with my page, right? So what happens is Instagram says, okay, these two people know each other and they're interested in each other's content. So when I post, right, at the right time, then Laura is likely to see my post when she comes on Instagram. Now, to increase my chances, because it's possible that the other 999 people are doing the same thing that I am doing, then I want to post frequently. Right? I want to use the platform more. I want to explore the different channels on Instagram. So Reels, IGTV, story, feed posts, and all of that stuff. So this is the explanation or the reasoning behind some of the things that coaches tell you on engaging on Instagram. Is simply to increase your chances of visibility. Now, I have some videos on my channel that talk about the Instagram metrics in details. So I divided into two videos. One is your Insta story metrics and the other is your Instagram page metrics, right? So if you haven't seen those videos, I will link the videos above and also leave the link in the description box or in the pinned comments below this video, so make sure you check them out. If this is the first time you are stumbling on my channel, welcome. I'm very sure you will love it. Here on this channel, I share tips that are helpful for content creators and newbie social media managers as well as business owners. So if you fall in any of this category, then you want to hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.